So among all the new documents that came out the other day in the Kohberger case were the objections to the defense's motions to remove the death penalty, but also the state removed one of the aggravators. And there's been some confusion. There's some people that think that this meant they removed a charge, but they did not. So let's take a look. So here is the initial document that they filed the other day talking about how they are amending the aggravators, and it's laying out the 4 aggravators they are still using. So the first one is Idaho Code 19251-9B. And they are also keeping aggravators E, F, and I. And then they said, consequently, considering all evidence currently known to the state is compelled to file this notice of intent to seek the death penalty. So they're still seeking the death penalty, but with those 4 aggravators instead of 5. So in this next document is actually where they ask for the motion to amend to remove that 5th aggravator. And that aggravator they want removed is 19215-9G. And this document is the defense not objecting to that, so they are okay with this amended change. And this last document is Hippler agreeing to the amendment. So you can see the defense did not object, and then the state agreed, so there are only 4 aggravators now instead of 5. So what is the aggravator that they removed? So let's start out with what an aggravator is. An aggravator is what they call a statutory aggravating circumstance. And in Idaho, in order to seek the death penalty, you must prove at least one of those circumstances exists beyond a reasonable doubt. You cannot bring a death penalty charge without an aggravator. And so those are things that go, well, okay, this person committed murder, but was it heinous? Was it indifferent to human life, etc.? Well, you can add these aggravators on talking about the murder itself to show that, yes, it was extremely heinous, or yes, the perpetrator was extremely indifferent to human life. So they are bringing 4 aggravators. Originally it was 5, and they removed 1. Here are the 4 aggravators that the prosecution is still using. B, at the time the murder was committed, the defendant also committed another murder. That's because 4 were murdered at the same time. E, the murder was especially heinous, atrocious, or cruel, manifesting exceptional depravity. F, by the murder or circumstances surrounding its commission, the defendant exhibited utter disregard for human life. And I, the defendant by his conduct, whether such conduct was before, during, or after the commission of the murder at hand, has exhibited a propensity to commit murder which will probably constitute a continuing threat to society. Now, the one they amended to remove was G. The murder was committed in the perpetration of or attempt to perpetrate arson, rape, robbery, burglary, kidnapping, or mayhem, and the defendant killed, attended to killing, or acted with the reckless indifference to human life. The key phrase there is was committed in the perpetration of. So if you killed the person while you were committing another crime, basically your intent was to go in to rob or to sexually assault, and then you ended up killing the person. You break into a house, the homeowner comes at you, so in the struggle you kill him. That can be used as an aggravator, but the state believes that Kohberger broke in with the sole purpose of murder. So therefore this aggravator does not qualify. So removal of that aggravator does not mean they're dropping the charge of burglary, because remember, burglary is breaking in with intent to commit a felony, and the state believes that he broke in solely to murder. His intent was to murder. So therefore that qualifier, or that aggravator G, doesn't really match up, because that's an aggravator for if you break in intending to do something else and then end up murdering a person. So the 4 they're using kind of fit more with the crime, but that doesn't mean they're dropping any charges. not at all. And they only have to prove one of those aggravators beyond a reasonable doubt also. So all 4 don't have to be proven. But I just wanted to clear that up in case there was any confusion. And again, if there's anything you want me to cover, let me know.